Hello, everybody. It's Bill, that college football guy, here with another video. The final regular season, as it says, recap. The recap for week 15 being completed, championship week. I'm not, and it's going to happen here. I'm going to do a recap our 5-star performances. Who needs to hit the gym? We have one what the Blue Hill. I'm going to go over my top 25, the final one of the regular season. Last one's going to be done at the end of the season. And also, we got a little bit of discussion to do for your 2024 CFP playoff, because I'm going to have a ranking out where we're deciding. I'm going to do 1 through 16, and you guys are going to vote. It'll be on X and on here on community posts on YouTube. And whoever wins the most votes will win the games. We're going to do 1 through 16, but you got to decide. We'll get into that at the end of this. But first off, I want to give out shout out to all the 10 conference champions. To the ACE Power 4 first, ACC champion Clemson, Big 12 champion Arizona State, Big 10 champion Oregon, SEC champion Texas, the American champion Army, Conference USA's is Jacksonville State, the MAC is Ohio. Congratulations, first title since the 60s, a big win. Mountain West is Boise State, Pac-12 is Oregon State, the Sun Belt's Marshall, big win there. Now our 5-star performances of the weekend. We had 4. Jacksonville State beat up on Western Kentucky. They played them the previous week in the last week of the regular season. And then Western Kentucky beat them to get to the championship game. Well, Jacksonville State said no and beat them 52-12. Just a beat down. Ohio beat Miami of Ohio 38-3 at Ford Field. Big win. Marshall set an example too, beat Louisiana 31-3. But the one everybody watched the most, and the one that surprised me the most, was I expected Jacksonville State to beat Western Kentucky. I expected Ohio to beat Miami of Ohio. I expected Marshall to beat Louisiana. I didn't expect Arizona State to beat Iowa State, and I didn't expect them to do it 45-19. Wow, just a beatdown. Definitely the 5-star performance of championship week. Who hit the gym? For the second damn week in a row, the Georgia Bulldogs. You beat Texas 22-19 in overtime with a backup quarterback. Texas led 6-3 at the half. And there's a lot of people who are mad that Georgia was in but Florida State was not. Number one, we clear something up with the Florida State fans. I had you in my top 4 last year. Okay? But this isn't a top 4. This is a top 12. And the 12 would have existed last year, you would have been in. But it didn't. And the argument that got presented to me was like, I don't know if the Florida State getting in. They said, okay, here's your argument. Could the Georgia team right now, with Stockton as the backup quarterback, Stockton as your starting quarterback, beat last year's Louisville team? Could last year's Florida State team, minus their starting quarterback, beat this year's Texas team? You answered that. You answered your own question. But, yeah, Florida State should have been in last year, but that's a lot of private messages on X, but X has become craziness. All right, my top 25, which a lot of you guys are mad about because you are too reactionary. That's the point. That's the point. Big wins get credit. They won. Yeah, and a team who's number 2 below you beat somebody by 50. You beat somebody by 3, and you should have lost the game. I'm still keeping you at number 1. Hell no. It's a week-to-week basis, and it means it's more important to win games at the end of the year than at the beginning of the year because losses count. So, my top 25 from last week, and you can already look through this and go like, oh yeah, this is going to get some major changes. Number 1, Penn State. 2 is Texas. 3, Notre Dame. 4, Oregon. 5, SMU. Yes, I had Penn State over Oregon. I had Oregon down far because didn't play and a bye week. They had a bad showing against Minnesota and a bye week. I think that was their one opponent they played. I think it was Minnesota. Anyway, 4 Oregon, 5 SMU, 6 Georgia, 7 Boise State, 8 Arizona State. Yeah, I had Arizona State and Boise in my top 10. Deal with it. Number 9, Tennessee. 10, Ohio State. 11, Ole Miss. 12, Missouri. 13, Indiana. 14, UNLV. Yes, I had Indiana that damn low. See, not Missouri, excuse me. 12, Miami. I wrote this wrong. I think it's 12. Yeah. 14 UNLV, 15 Alabama, 16 Iowa State, 17 Illinois, 18 Missouri, 19 Clemson, 20 Colorado, 21 BYU, 22 Army, 23 South Carolina, 24 Memphis, 25 Louisiana. All right. So, that means the poll is the new poll with the wins. Well, winning the Big Ten championship. And back at number 1, Oregon. Up 3 spots. Up 4 spots to number 2. Winning the SEC championship. Georgia. Up 5 spots to 3. Winning the Big 12. We're talking Arizona State. Oh, you put them ahead of Boise? Yeah, I did. Boise won. You beat a G5 top 25 school. You beat a top 25 school by 14. Blowouts are 18 or more. Arizona State blew out a top 25 team. Blowouts count more than regular wins. Sends a message. So Arizona State is up 5, number 3. Boise State's up 3 to number 4. So the 4 champions are up there. Number 5, down 2 to number 5 is Notre Dame. Down 5 to number 6 is Penn State. Down 5 to number 7 is Texas. Up 1 to number 8 is Tennessee. Down 4 to 9 is SMU. Holding at 10 is Ohio State. Up 8 to 11. Up 8 spots to 11. Biggest climb of the week is Clemson. Down 1 spot to 12 is Ole Miss. Down 1 spot to 13 is Miami. Down 4, Missouri. 13 up 1 spot to 14 is Indiana. Holding at 15 is Alabama. Yeah, so Indiana I do not have in my top 1 because the fact of the matter is this. Early on in the season, they were winning with style points. They were beating the teams they're supposed to beat and beating them by 50. But all of a sudden, the margin of victory kept getting smaller. Why? Except for the Purdue game. Because Purdue is the worst team in the Power 4. Why is that? Because the bench came into play, and like Florida State last year, they don't have any bench. And that's the biggest problem. I was one of the ones who did not drink the Kool-Aid on Indiana. Because Kurt Cignetti has had a remarkable career. He beats the teams he's supposed to beat. When he plays bowl-eligible teams, 6-6, 7-5, he struggles. Anybody who usually is a better team than that, he damn near has a losing record for his career. So he beats who he's supposed to beat, battles who he's supposed to battle, but anybody, in order to get elite, to beat, he really doesn't do it. And we're going to find out this year. And their playoff matchup, yeah, you're having fun in South Bend. I'm going to 14 Notre Dame. 15 Alabama. Yeah, so I had Indiana out of the playoff and Alabama even further back than them. Up 1 to 16 is Illinois. Up 5 to 17 is Army. Holding at 18 is Miami, is that in reverse. Down 5 to 19 is UNLV. Holding at 20 and 21 is Colorado and BYU, respectively. Debuting in the top 25, MAC champion Ohio at 22. Down 7, the biggest drop of the week to 23 is Iowa State. 24 is down 1 to 24 is South Carolina. Down 1 to 25 is Memphis. This is kind of interesting. I'll repeat my top 25. Again, Oregon, Georgia, Arizona State, Boise State, Notre Dame, Penn State, Texas, Tennessee, SMU, Ohio State, Clemson, Ole Miss, Missouri, Indiana, Alabama, Illinois, Army, Miami, UNLV, Colorado, BYU, Ohio State, South Carolina. I think I got Iowa and it's Miami, Missouri, but anyway, and Memphis. I don't rank anybody who's got 4 losses in the top 25. I have the whole thing with Flight 180. You have 4 losses. Your season, the top 25 is its final destination. But you're now at Last Chance Station. Because I had to come up with a list, I realized, for one reason. And I was seriously debating we do our playoff of doing 32. I was seriously debating if you guys want to do a 32. Reason being, there is exactly 32 teams left in FBS with 3 losses or less. Exactly. So if winning really does matter, and who are the 7 schools? I put Louisiana from the top 25 all the way down because you played Marshall and got pasted. which is what I said would happen to you because you've beaten the teams you've beaten, but you haven't looked good enough for me. So 26 through 32, Marshall, Duke, Syracuse, Sam Houston State, Navy, Liberty, and Louisiana. Those are the other 3 lost teams. Liberty's only played 11 games because the App State game got canceled. I'll be doing coaching carousel stuff. I'm going to get into that, and people blow me up for Tennessee maybe losing coordinators to jobs. That's going to happen every year. Bama may be losing coordinators. It happens every year. Boise State's head coach Spencer Danielson may be rumored to be going to a job. UNLV's head coach Barry Odom's rumored to be going to Purdue. I forgot who the coordinator was. Possibly just took the job at Appalachian State. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, but we'll get into that in a later day. So for bowl season, here's what we know. I said there's a lot of schools with 3 losses, but I wanted to ask you guys, I want to do 32. I realized 32 is too much. Maybe we do this in further years. We could do 32, but we can see about that. Because if we did mine, the top 16 on mine, Alabama would be in. Illinois would actually make the playoff. So it would be my top 25, top 16 would have been Oregon against Illinois. Winner of that plays the winner of Tennessee, SMU at Tennessee, or the Illinois and Oregon. Winner of that plays the winner of SMU at Tennessee. That'd be the 8-9 matchup. 4-13 matchup would be the 13 seed Miami Hurricanes traveling to number 4 Boise State. Would face the winner of the 5-12 match, which is Ole Miss traveling to South Bend to play Notre Dame. 6-11 matchup would have been ACC champion Clemson on the road at 6 seed Penn State. Winner of that plays the 4-13 winner, which is Miami traveling to Boise State. 7-10 matchup would be Ohio State traveling to Texas. That'd be a damn good game. Winner of that faces the 2-15 winner, which is Alabama at Georgia. I like mine. All right, now, I brought up in the poll, since you guys didn't want to use mine, you excluded my poll from your top 25 that we were doing, which is your guys' picking the winners. You excluded my poll. And all of a sudden, people were saying AP, but then all of a sudden, the BCS ranking creeped up out of nowhere. There's a guy in there who has the BCS formula. He used to work, I guess, with those who did the BCS formula. So he has it. So he put it in his computer and did the same stuff with BCS and came up with the BCS ranking. And you know what's funny? It's damn near the AP top 25. 2 sets of 2 teams are flipped. That's it. So these are the 2 lists for your top 16 for the playoff. The AP list is number 1 Oregon, 2 Georgia, 3 Notre Dame. We're not going to do any buys for champions. 1 Oregon, 2 Georgia, 3 Notre Dame, 4 Texas, 5 Penn State, 6 Ohio State, 7 Tennessee, 8 Boise State, 9 Indiana, 10 Arizona State, 11 Alabama, 12 SMU, 13 Clemson, 14 South Carolina, 15 Miami, 16 Ole Miss. What's flipped from the BCS poll? Penn State is 5 in AP and Ohio State is 6. In the BCS poll, Ohio State is 5 and Penn State is 6. In the AP poll, Boise State is 8, Indiana is 9. In the BCS poll, Indiana is 8 and Boise State is 9. That's it. They're exactly the same. So it's basically a cookie cutter poll. This poll, like the 8-9 matchup, the 8-9 matchup, instead of it being the AP poll, Indiana travels to Boise, would be Boise traveling to Indiana. That's the difference. It still would be AP Oregon, Ole Miss traveling to Oregon. The 8-9 minute we just mentioned, but Indiana traveling to Boise State. 4-13, still the same. The Clemson Tigers traveling to Tech Austin to play the Longhorns. The 5-12 winner would be flipped, but it would be SMU traveling to Penn State. AP poll sounds a little bit better, though, I'll be honest with you. But anyway, here's Penn State. 6-11 is Alabama traveling to Ohio State. Basing the 4-13 winner, which is South Carolina traveling to Notre Dame. That'd be interesting. 7-10 is Arizona State traveling to Tennessee, to Knoxville. And 15 seed is the Hurricanes traveling to Georgia. that's how that one is. The other flip on here, same matchups, Hurricanes in Georgia. Oregon would play Ole Miss. That's still the same. The other flip would be, this one's Ohio State 5 and Penn State 6, which means Ohio State would play host SMU and Alabama would play Penn State. And Boise would travel to Indiana instead of the other way around. So I think matchup-wise, having Ohio State and Alabama in the first round, and you got Penn State and SMU, I think the AP is better on this one. Although I'm biased. I like mine because Tennessee, SMU. Notre Dame and Ole Miss. Miami and Boise. That'd be a different matchup. Alabama and Georgia in the first round. But since you guys decided it's not going to be me, y'all going to decide it's going to be, there's a community post who's up now, and I got to post up on X a poll. Which one you want to use? We'll do the top 16. Because this coming weekend, once this is done, Thursday, I'm going to do a game 8A. Because we got a 16 poll. We got 8 first-round games, don't we? So I'm thinking we ought to do just 2. You want to do... We could do this the same time as college football, or do you want to do it a week ahead? Because I was going to do 2 polls. I wanted to do a poll a day. Because that way it's just 1 poll, and you guys aren't voting on 2, because one's going to get lost in the shuffle. So I was debating on doing, it was 4 this week, 4 next week, which is the same time as the college football playoff poll. And then, as the first round of the playoffs will be the 21st. And then be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday voting on games. Or, excuse me, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Or you want to make it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Figure Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I could do a recap on Sunday with what you guys have voted for the games. Probably the best way to do it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 1 game a day. You guys voting on. And, so it's like the AP and the BCS. Y'all decide which one that's going to be. We'll do that. And, on here, they're having, what else was I going to bring up? I said we got coaching carousel in the news. We got, possibly rumor and innuendo. That's exactly what this is. I didn't want to post on. I'm going to add on here as an ad lib, only because of the fact it's a rumor and innuendo. It's not worthy of a post, but I'm going to throw it in as an add-on. More information supposedly within the next couple of weeks is going to be released formally about the Michigan investigation. And also supposedly within the next month, some information about Utah State's Title IX investigation is supposed to be coming out. We're talking, actually not 6 weeks, but we're talking the end of January. This stuff's going to be coming out. I'm figuring it's probably going to be after the new year. Probably January 10th on to the end of the month. It's probably when they're going to do this. I doubt they're going to have this drop before Christmas, but then again, this is the NCAA. Who the hell knows? Merry Christmas! Here's how bad you're screwed. For the NCAA, you never know what these people are going to do. If you can figure out how the NCAA is doing, please let the rest of the world know. We'd like to know too. But I've done enough running my damn mouth. Why don't you let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor, smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Lets YouTube know, hey, I really appreciate getting the views up. Comment on the video. With the comment on the video, we saw the great games we have. I'm going to be bringing up another post during the week about should I do all the bowl games. There's a lot of damn bowl games. I could do all of them if you want, but we'll do that in a later thing. Main thing is about this is we have all this. We have your comments about the video. Your CFP. You guys are voting on this. Your CFP. Do you want to use the AP poll or the BCS poll? Whatever it is. The votes are out there. Throw it in the comments section. Let me know what you think about that. Share the video if you want to. And check out some videos I've done. If you like them, hit subscribe. Really would appreciate it. If you want to follow me on the craziness on X, like if you want to vote on X, you need to follow me on X. The link will be in the description. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Those are asking right now. I'm in a rest area just north of Indianapolis. Not Indianapolis. We're north of the Kentucky border in Indiana on I-65. I got to head up to Michigan. Saginaw to be exact. But I won't be able to get there tonight because the place where I'm delivering to, no parking. In fact, it's not even really in Saginaw. It's close to Saginaw, but it's not. And there's a couple spots I can get, but it's going to be tough probably at the time I'm going to be getting in there. So it's going to be a fun one. I'll be parked in Michigan somewhere. No damn clue where I'm going to be. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Video will be coming out. Got a couple of them coming this week. Mainly it's going to be you guys letting me know what's going on. And I'll put out a video probably on Tuesday or so with some moves coming on with certain things and what you guys decide on the poll, and we'll announce the community posts will be coming in. So all I can say is, though, college football is getting interesting, and the coaching carousel and the transfer portal. Holy crap. The bowl games are going to be ugly this year. We're going to see some of the most stripped down, unless it's G5 versus G5, we're going to see some stripped down bowl games, folks. It won't be that unless it's a G5 versus G5 bowl game, or a game in the CFP. And even then, there's players opting out, transferring. We're going to see about this. So, but you can let me, but they said it's going to be some stripped down bowl games with all the transfer portal, because after this week, it's really going to heat up. And with all the coaches leaving, we're going to see even more players leaving with all these head coaching moves. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. One giant run on. Be safe out there. Enjoy your week. I'll see you later this week, and please be good to each other.